Okay, Laurie. I'm just got through watching Yes, It's All About Oil, and I watched the Ann Coulter love fest that you had, which didn't really seem like a love fest. You seemed to respect her, but you seemed, like you don't really agree with everything she says, and that's a good thing. I got to throw my 2 cents in here. The problem with these political yahoos is that they are nuts. Now, I started out a long time ago. I have conservative leanings. Not to say that I'm crazy conservative, because I believe in a safety net, and I've benefited from one. And, I think there can be compassion without giving away the freaking farm. You know what I mean? But Rush, I pretty much washed my hands of Rush Limbaugh when during the last round of congressional elections, he was, we're going to win, we're going to win, we're going to win, and he's doing his spiel, the thing he does, and then the day after the election, he goes, you know what, I am so tired, I'm so glad this thing is over with, because I am sick and tired of trying to take up for these guys. And I'm going, no, wait a minute. People are listening to you to hear your opinion. And if that's not really your opinion, then what you're saying is that your show is worthless. So, that pretty much did me in with him. I listen to a lot of talk radio, or used to, when I'm in the car driving around to, do in my job and stuff. But now, you know what? I would just soon leave the radio off and think for myself. I trust what I think. At least I know what I think is what I really think. Sean Hannity is about the biggest idiot on the planet. He will take up for Republicans. It doesn't matter what they do. George Bush could shoot Barbara Bush in the head, and Sean Hannity would take up for him, saying she needed killing. All right, so that's the end of that. Bill O'Reilly comes the closest to being fair of anybody that I've seen, because, yes, I think that he's about half crazy sometimes with some of his opinions, but at least, he doesn't follow along party lines. So if he thinks that something's right, it's right, whether the Republicans like it or not, and whether the Democrats like it or not, and I respect that in him. But yeah, he thinks far out there. Ann Coulter, she's a nut. I view Ann Coulter, yes, I do think she's very intelligent, and I will give her kudos for having balls, bigger ones than mine. But it's all about the money with Ann Coulter. Her business is writing books and making noise and pissing people off, and she does a damn fine job of it. And I also want to add that Democrats and Republicans are same shit, different pile. They all use the same smear tactics, propaganda, misleading truths to try to get to their political end. And there's some difference in ideology, but at the end of the day, the Democrats will raise your taxes and squander the proceeds, and the Republicans will lower your taxes and squander just as much, if not more. So I don't know what the difference is, and I've just about washed my hands of the whole mess, because none of them make good sense, and they're not willing to come together to reach a reasonable outcome. So whatever. Now, the thing that really concerns me about these 2 videos here is the second one, where you're talking about people are unsubscribing to you for stating an honest opinion. I think that's just sad, because if we can't sit here and talk amongst each other, and then at the very worst agree to disagree, what's the point? You know, if every time I heard somebody say something that I didn't agree with, I unsubscribed from them, I wouldn't have any subscriptions. You know, I think that people should be more tolerant of other people's opinions. You know, and I think that's something that's wrong with the world today. Honest opinions. You know, what I saw you saying, I knew that you believe that. I don't get it. Anyway, see you later.